All right, everybody, here we are. We're going to put together this last problem. Just like I said in the last one, we want the format to be a times f of b times x minus h plus k, and this doesn't look like that, okay? We have the a out in front, that's the 3, but we have 1 minus x, and so I actually need to make it look like x minus something instead of 1 minus x. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out a negative 1 from underneath here. If I factor out a negative 1, I'm left with x minus 1. And then I'm going to finish my house here, and then minus 2 is outside of the function. So you might see this as 3 times the square root of negative x minus 1 minus 2. Okay, so now this lets us know that I do in fact have a b value, it's negative 1, and that negative is going to be a reflection in the y-axis. We have this vertical stretch. We have 1 unit to the right shift, and we have a 2 unit down shift. So that's what everything in this equation is doing. We're shifted, our starting point is 1 to the right, 2 down from where it would normally be. All my vertical movements are multiplied by 3 of what they normally would be. Normally it's up 1, up 1, up 1. Now it's up 3 every time, up 3, up 3. And all my movements that are normally to the right, so normally I go right 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Those are all going to be to the left because of this negative inside. So let's go ahead and graph this. So f of x is 3 times the square root of negative x minus 1. What was it? Minus 2? Okay. Minus 2. And again, if I didn't factor out this negative here, I would think that maybe, perhaps I am shifted, so it would look like this otherwise. Negative x plus 1. And that would make me think that I'm actually shifted 1 to the left, which I'm not. I'm shifted 1 to the right. And so it's really important that you factor out anything that's in front of the x so that you're not misled as to your shifts, whether it's to the right or to the left. And also like how much it would be shifted to the right or to the left. All right, so I know I'm still going up because this is a positive 3. So normally the square root of x starts at 0, 0. This is going to start 1 to the right and 2 down from that. So this is my starting point. From here, I would normally go up 1 to the right 1. But because of the 3, I'm going to go up 3. And because of this negative here, instead of going to the right 1, I'm going to go to the left 1. So up 3 to the left 1. Up 3 to the left 3. Because normally I would go right 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. But all those right movements are left. The vertical movements are multiplied by 3, so that's why I keep going up 3. So I'm going to go up 3 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 3 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so this graph is being vertically stretched by a factor of 3. It's reflected in the x-axis. And it has the shape of a square root function. Okay, so there's my graph. I put it all together. So a summary of everything that we've talked about in these videos, it can be found in your book on pages 90 through 92. Please stop these videos, replay them, rewind them. On my YouTube channel where you're going to find these videos, you can also find some 60 Seconds to Success videos that I made a long time ago, but there are some on transformations. It's a 3-part series. There's 3 60-second videos on transformations that sort of summarize everything that we talked about in a shorter amount of time. So if you want to check those out, feel free. And then, of course, make sure you're going on to MyLab and looking at the prerequisite knowledge, the study plan, and then you can, after you've done all that, that's when I would suggest doing the problem set. But of course, there's more content to come in the next video for this week, so check that out as well.